Welcome, geeks, gamers, ninjas, and robots. This is HorsePLAY Live. Today is Thursday, April 16th, 2015. This episode 70, titled Shot Callas and Wannabe Ballas. Before we get into all the fun, guys, on this episode, of course, as you guys always all know, I'm always joined by everybody's favorite filthy hardcore casual bear lizard, Yogi Zilla himself. What's up, big guy?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
I was waiting for the what, you know.
I know, but I gotta keep on your toes.
I tried something new this week, and so did you. You had to do it too. Yeah. As he takes a drink, cheers.
I'm actually pretty hyped because I was working on an article all day, actually all week, and I was trying to playing around with different ideas. I have a bunch of stuff lined up for geekyanswers.net, but I got the article published right as we were starting the show. I mean, we started a little late. That's okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
2-3 minutes late. No one's gonna hold that against us.
We're a little bit, but sometimes we go over. So, hey, just how it is.
Yeah, and plus we've been doing the post show, gaming. Little mini gang night.
Yeah, that's been I've done that for 2 or 3 weeks straight now, and I'm starting to like I'm so into this game right now, man. It's oh man, what have you been doing this last week, bro?
Well, I'm I'm laughing because I'm looking at the Worst Radio Show's chat as well. They're live. They're about to stop their stream and host us, and they're doing Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, nice.
And Robbie's saying that it's a cash grab, that the story sucks, and another guy, One Up Charlie, I think he has One Up Charlie has a YouTube channel that it's the worst MK game, worst MK game ever. Worse than Armageddon? I recall Armageddon being the worst, or Mortal Kombat Legends. I forget which one.
If they're saying that now, man, it must be really, really bad.
I mean, how can you mess up the formula? Like, it's not like you just giving new graphics, more characters.
Well, I think it's because it's all overplayed. I mean, that's really why. Because people are expecting the ungodly game of Mortal Kombat 10 coming out. And then it comes out and it's a flop.
Well, I mean, how much innovation do you expect from Mortal Kombat? They haven't done much with the combo system. It still fundamentally plays the same. It's not a very fast fighter like a Soul Calibur or a Dead or Alive or a Marvel vs. Capcom or Street Fighter. It's not as fluid as any of those. It doesn't have the kind of finesse to it. What they need to do is bring back Darkstalkers. That's a great game with a lot of great characters.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I mean, you see some of those characters in Marvel vs. Capcom, but I would like to see a dedicated Darkstalkers come back. But we'll see. I'm not holding my breath.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, for those that are listening or those that are live, basically Grand Theft Auto 5 came out on Tuesday, which was the 14th, and then the very next day, Mortal Kombat 10 came out on the 15th, which was yesterday. And it's just more hype about GTA 5, and that's what I've been playing. We've been playing Heist in GTA 5 for the last 2 days straight almost. But it's to the point where if there's more gameplay, more hype, more people getting the game. And MK10 was supposed to be this badass. I mean, no, BFT's got it. I know that for a fact that he's got it. He said it was really cool. But are the people that saying this, are they like the elitist where you have to have new content every game? And it's just a revise? I mean, it's basically a reboot. I mean, again, of what they're doing. They introduced a few new characters, but isn't it the same story? I don't know. I have to get BFT on here later.
I think Mortal Kombat 9, the last Mortal Kombat, was the reboot in the story. They completely changed everything, started from square one, and I like the direction they're going with it. So that all they have to do is follow what they did, everything they did right with MKX. The only thing they had to fix from Mortal Kombat 9 was the final boss battle. It was repetitive. The only way to beat that battle that I know of was being cheesy as hell and just repeating the same thing: jump, sweep, jump, kick, sweep, jump, kick, sweep, and that's it. That's the only way you could have won that battle. Because trying to fight like normal, like doing combos and stuff, nope.
Right.
But the story not as good as 9, so that shit went backwards. I mean, with any like, I've pretty much decided I'm not getting any more new releases unless they're like indie games. But dropping $60 to to be disappointed, not anymore. So I'll sit out on a lot of these games and wait for them. If people still playing them, a few months later or a year later, then I'll jump on it. I'll be late to the party. I don't care. I'll talk about it. I'll live vicariously through people that are playing them, and I'll watch them. That's what Twitch is for. But anyway, other than that, I know we'll talk about all this stuff more later. But I had a very satisfying couple of days. Actually, just today in particular. Heroes of the Storm, my ranked play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it feels so good when you get the troll players, and I know they gotta be like League of Legends players or Dota players because they're just toxic as hell. And it wasn't like that during the alpha, but and again, I'm trying not to get into what we're gonna talk about in the news, but I love when people like talk shit. You miss a skill shot, and they're like, "Wow, wow, Nova, wow," and it's worse. Like I could take constructive criticism, but like I'll own it myself. Like like if I mess up in the game, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, that was embarrassing. I can't believe I missed that shot, Or I'll say, my bad, that was derpy. But I don't need you jumping on top of it. I said, well, usually when you preemptively make fun of yourself, people won't do it. But then you get the real asshole that's like, no, I'm gonna put salt on the wound. I'm gonna have my day. So this guy just wouldn't let up. Like in the lobby, he was like, oh, this comp sucks. This comp is better. Oh, we lost this game because someone picked Nova. That's a new pick in this map. Oh, they counted Nova. Oh, and freaking noob. Oh, we have an Abathur on our team. Oh, we lost. That's it, GG. And he's already giving up. Guess what happened, though? Number one, I know it's not an individual game, and I keep saying this, but I was number one across the board. I had the most siege damage, the most assists / takedowns. I had the most hero damage, and I had the most experience contribution. He was the lowest across the board.
That's because he bitched the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. Focus on the game, talk less, play more. But it was just great. I was like, oh, I took screenshots. I put them in the article I just posted on geekyants.net. It's great. I have like 3 screenshots. I'm like, this guy talks shit. Look how he did. Least contribution. This guy was literally on his own. He was our only tank. The only warrior on our team. The only person who could really initiate. And he was on his own 90% of the matches doing his own thing. I'm like, all right, cool. So the rest of us played the game. It was basically a 3 versus 5 because then we didn't have Abathur in lane. Abathur doesn't really count as someone in a way because he can't be in a lane. So it's 3 of us carrying the team, basically, while our ETC decided to just jerk off and complain about shit and be salty. Like, sorry you having a bad day, bro. That's what porn is for. Just saying.
Well, we do have for those that do follow us again, follow the Geeky Antics website, and for those that are getting on here, thank you. We do have 2 new members here that just signed up here a few days ago. I just want to get that out of the way. But welcome, Stryzix and Dingus Panda. Welcome to Geeky Antics. And there was something else I was going to say, but I done forgot.
I'm sorry, I went on a rant.
It happens a lot. No, it's okay. It's not your
I was so happy. No, it's just so great when you have an asshole that swears it's the right, and then you prove him wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time I get competitive. When someone's really negative or just a total asshole, and they're like, no, I'm only being an asshole because I know I'm right. Well, I just proved you wrong, so go fuck yourself.
All right. Well, for this week, I've been playing for the last 2.5 days. I've been playing like a crap ton of GTA 5, trying to get ranked up, be able to do heists with everybody. We got one more person that's like level 9, so we got a few more, so then we'll have a full group of 4. But the crew, Obi's Bandits, is growing like crazy.
Did you play a Spathy yet?
No, I haven't. Every time I try to get on it, at him, and he's like either doing something or he's getting offline. So.
I mean, it's hard. There's a 5-hour time difference because he's in the UK.
Yeah, that kind of. Well, I've been playing more in the afternoon too lately. With Stryzix, and we've been having some fun. So. But
the schedule should line up eventually.
Oh,
then.
yeah, I know what I was gonna say. Then one of the new members for Geeky Antics, Stryzix, he's actually a video editor. So he's a video maker. So if anybody you know, we're gonna do some stuff. I got some footage that I gave to him for the GTA 5. We're getting some more every day we play. We record everything. So be looking for those to come out on Geeky Antics on YouTube. So he's gonna make one for his channel, of course, and then of course, and then one for Geeky Antics. So I'm trying to remember his YouTube page. And I wrote it down somewhere, but I just don't know where it's at. So, but I'll let you guys know what it is. So you guys can check out those videos and just give them a follow. Anyway, as we're moving along here, because we're gonna start bantering a lot more than we should. Yeah. Tonight on the show, guys, we're gonna share some tips about competing in PvP games without losing your mind or without pulling an Obi. Yes, we've named it. When you rage and you rage really hard, like, oh my god, you know, you're pulling an Obi. And this is not from me. This is not. This is from 6 people. And I say 6 people because I think Yogi's said it, just he doesn't admit it. BFT, this is due to BFT, Fatal Blades, Yomi, Dryzix, Dingus, and Camper. Now, granted, 4 of those people are my Counter-Strike team, but but the other 2, the other 3, they know me well enough so that if I start raging, you'll have to really decide if it's actually real or not. If I get really, really loud and then start swearing, yeah, then it's probably real. If I just sit there and go, dang it, you know, or whatever, it's probably not real. But I sit there and start dropping the F-bomb or something, yeah, he's raging right now. And the thing is you guys are going to see it. You guys are going to hear it. We had some gameplay yesterday that we were just blowing up, and he goes, I would start raging at this guy because he kept on spawn killing me. I was like, you son of a bitch. And Stryzik recorded it all. So we'll see what that comes out. But we'll report on the current community gaming efforts, and ranked play experiences in Heroes of the Storm. There may be other surprises, who knows, but we'll see. If you guys are new to the show, welcome to our silly party! Yay!
Whee!
HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play, guys, and 90% out of 100%, well, fuck it, 100% of the time we get in trouble too, in some way, shape, or form. Or we get Yogi in trouble. So it's okay. We have fun. We are the flagship talk radio show for the Geeky Antics Network in collaboration with AllGames.com and the United Broadcasting Network. Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture, with a special focus on indie and strategy games. And of course, we rant. You guys have never heard us rant, then you've never watched the show or listened to the show. So, and then we talk about some social issues that geeks face, and as well as the community events. We try to keep going as best as possible. But sometimes we even talk about tabletop, and more than likely in some portion of the show, we're going to talk about food. Just because, like, hour into it, we're like, oh man, we're hungry. Oh, pork chops, smothered pork chops would be really good right now. And then BFT would go, well, I had smothered pork chops earlier today. Or guess what, guys? I got a bag of fucking burgers.
He's Mr. Bag of Burgers. But you know what? You saw me scarfing down some pizza. It was some loaded pizza with bacon and cheddar and ground beef and onions. So good. The only thing I don't like is thin crust. Like, I like thin crust, but it's like, I feel like thin crust is a way for...
Speaking of burgers.
Like, I feel like this is a conspiracy theory right here. Thin crust was created so that these corporations can make more profit by using less dough. But then, like, they position and said, "Oh, it's healthier because less calories." Fuck that. You just don't want to fucking put more fucking crust in there.
I'm gonna say, dude, this is a serious point. Okay, and you're from this state, so you can tell me, all right, if I'm true or not. Now, I have never been. I've been to a lot of pizza places in New York City.
Uh-oh. I know where you're going.
Lots of pizza places. I can't say every one because there's little mom and pop shops that I've never been to that are probably some of the best pizza in the world. But I've been to a lot of shops in New York City. Okay. And the reason I say this is I have never, ever, 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 ever heard of one of those shops saying, "Would you like thin crust?"
Yeah.
Ever. It's either pan or hand tossed. You don't get it. Actually, it's not even pan. It's hand tossed, whether you like it or not. It's just New York style. It's New York pizza.
You get a Sicilian. The Sicilian is the pan, the square pan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's about it. But yeah, the only time in New York City that you get thin crust is when you go to these foo-foo places that are like, oh, we have a wine selection too. One of those places, one of those chains, I won't mention names, but it's pretty easy to figure out. They're very popular. They're owned by two douchebags, one who plays way too much golf, and it's like all thin crust, and it's basically like eating toppings on a cracker, you know.
Who is it? Now I want you to name names.
It's called Vezzo.
Who owns it? I don't care about who's the one that plays golf too much.
Huh?
Who owns it?
They're making me mention names now. They're a smaller chain. You probably never heard of them. But if you ever go to New York or you look it up on Yelp, Vezzo, the two owners are douchebags. That's all I'm going to say. That's
probably why I never went there. Or if I was there, they were dickheads and I left.
I mean, their own employees say it. I mean, the top. What made them good is that they have fresh toppings, you know, and they have a nice selection of toppings. But still, the canvas is just this like thin cracker bread.
Hey, dude, no matter how much the paint costs, if it's a shit canvas, it ain't gonna be worth a damn.
Yeah. Well, see, when I worked for them doing consulting work, you know, when I was still doing IT, I got comped. So I just, you know, then it was good. But I looked at the menu and the price. I'm like, I would not pay for this shit. Not that much.
Welcome back, dude.
Then it started to get cheap. And they're like, oh, no, we can't comp the whole thing. We'll just give you a discount. Like, oh, I don't want it anymore. You guys aren't paying me enough.
Wow,
the one good benefit is freaking the fact that you comp me. It's like, oh, well, if you get comped, you have to eat it on the premises. Like, dude, I'm not an employee. I'm a fucking consultant. I don't work for you. I don't need to follow those fucking rules. So, yeah, needless to say, that relation did not last long. But, Robbie Hydro in the house from the worst radio show.
Tell the boys and girls listening to the podcast or even watching live, tell them what kind of show we are, just so they are firm on our beliefs.
We're crazy. There's shenanigans. There's sometimes unicorns and My Little Pony.
And there's one word, Q-Tip, what's up, man? There's one word we want you guys to pay attention to. We are live and uncut. So
that's 3 words.
Well, the word that I want you guys to picture is mention and look at is uncut. We
There's a joke in there somewhere.
There is, and I'm not gonna say it anymore. But still, seriously, guys, we say stuff that might be offensive sometimes. We don't mean to. We're not try hard offensive people. We just want to have some fun. So if we do say something to offend you, we are very sorry. And if you've been watching the show or heard the show before, you know that I don't say this a lot, but I am very sorry if we say something to offend you. So please don't.
We're not by any means mean-spirited, but you know we live in a time
kind of fucking psycho, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once in a while, Obi's grumpy. If you join us for game nights, he gets grumpy because he's hyper competitive. I'm completely the other way. Like, I like strategizing. I like competing, but I don't act like if I lose the game, you know, parts of my body are going to fall off like some people do. Like, you swear, like, people feel like if they lose, you know, games that after a while they're going to get leprosy or something. I'm like, wow, dude, come on, I ain't this serious.
I know, dude. It's like... Like, they're like, oh my god, we're losing again. I'm like, really, dude? It's just a game. But I've lost like 4 in a row. It's because maybe you suck. I mean, just saying. I mean, maybe it's not us. Maybe it's you. If you've lost 4 in a row, might have an issue.
Well, you know, I definitely, like, I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I believe I'm not gonna go too deep into this because we could go. This will become a topic on its own. We've talked about this before, especially early in the show. But I do believe there is such a thing as elo hell. But on the flip side, every player that plays any game competitively should be focusing more, if not 100%, on themselves. What did I do good, and what could I have done better? And that's what they should do. Because if you're too busy focusing on what everyone else is doing, that means you're not focused enough. There's no way you could be paying attention to what everyone else is doing and still be focused 100% on your own thing. It's like people that are driving and they're messing with something in their car. Your attention split. And it's been proven statistically, like, when your attention split, you're less effective in basically what anything you're doing.
Right. Well, and you, that story that, you know, with guy talking shit and just hounding on you guys, and he was the last one because he was worried about you and not himself. So, we're not gonna get too much into that, guys, just because if we do, we'll go on for an hour and be like, oh crap, we haven't even done the news yet. We've been talking for an hour.
Did you see what BFT said though? We're uncut like a fresh brick of cocaine.
Oh. HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, on Twitch channels Geeky Antics and YogiZilla. You guys can still come here. Come to Geeky Antics. It is the where all the where all the expressions are seen.
Where all the lovins happen.
HorsePLAY Live Replay, guys, is available earlier on Thursdays about 5 p.m. Eastern on allgames.com. If you guys would like to give us about 5 minutes, 6 minutes of your time, I would very much appreciate it. Get up on All Games about 5 p.m. and give us, give us a count. Help us out. We got to get that top 5. Got to get top 5.
It'll happen. I think it's within our grasp, but there's a lot of great shows over there, as we always say.
We want to get...
Including our friends ZombieCast.
Guys, I understand all those shows are great. I do. I respect and love all those guys over there. Yeah, at All Games, I do. But, even the ones that don't know, but, I said it last week or the week before, but I'm serious, guys. Give it to us one time. One time, please. By episode 75, I want to be in the top 5. So tell all your friends, tell them, hey, 5 o'clock, jump on allgames.com and listen to this show for 5 minutes. Literally, this is it. 5 minutes of your time. I want to be top 5, guys. Help us out to get there. But, Yogi, are you ready, sir?
I am.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
You are ready. Chad is ready. Everybody's ready for the obligatory news.
Ding! I'm on point tonight, man.
Go.
I just want to mention real quick.
I see that.
BFT said we should talk to Capcom about Darkstalkers, and yeah, I have a problem with Capcom. They have some of the most iconic and all-time favorite franchises, at least favorites of my own, and generally beloved franchises, video games. But they just sit on all these properties and just let them collect dust. It's so sad to me. But what can you do? So, news. The latest installments, because we haven't reported about the latest stuff. I don't think we did talk about it last week. But the latest installments of Hearthstone's Black Rock Mountain expansion are up. It's Molten Core and Black Rock Spire. I have not played either one, but I will say that I will be playing a lot more Hearthstone again now that it's on mobile phone and I've actually installed it. Actually, it just came out a couple of days ago, the mobile app. And not just that, the mobile app for SoulForge is available. So now you can play Hearthstone and SoulForge on every mobile device except for Windows. So, sorry about that.
For OS.
I mean, actually, Windows devices, all jokes aside, the Windows, mobile devices are actually really good. They just don't have the software. That's the problem. I mean, that's really why Android is, to me, the superior choice compared to Apple. Because, one, it's an open platform, and two, most of the stuff is free. So, I'm a cheap bastard. It's a no-brainer. But, then another thing in the Blizzard world, we can talk a lot about Blizzard tonight. It's gonna be a trend, bringing it back to Blizzard. I mean, if you couldn't tell by our Hearthstone overlay, what do you have there? Some snack, a little snack pack, chocolate pudding,
Oh no.
peaches,
Oh no.
buttercream,
Butterscotch.
butterscotch. That's what I mean.
Oh.
Butterscotch is good. I like butterscotch tapioca. I like a lot. Some people don't like tapioca because of the texture, but
If you only knew what I'm about to do to you.
pudding cup. Fatal Blades knows why that's funny to me for so many reasons. I particularly think about the Pooty Pooty song. If you get into like
I can't eat this with a straight face now.
Japanese or Korean kind of silliness, like J-pop, K-pop, or weird videos that happen to go viral. It's great watching and listening to those videos and not understanding what they're saying, because then out of context, everything's a lot funnier.
My spongy
watching
body is
anime.
not ready.
The spongy body. Spongy body not ready. Okay, now I'm thinking about something. Anyway, I took my brain somewhere else completely. Woo! Okay.
Wow.
So, Blizzard,
I know where you went, too.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
But Blizzard is teasing that Kel'Thas may be the next hero added to the roster on Heroes of the Storm.
Told you, fools.
And that's mainly WoW
that.
players are probably losing the shit. I don't remember Kel'Thas from the original Warcraft games, and I didn't play WoW enough. It's been a while since I played Warcraft 3, like campaign. Try to think who that was. But was he like did he ride some sort of animal?
Kel'Thas, no. Kel'Thas was the Archmage for the Blood Elves.
Oh!
That became bad.
He had the blonde hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh my god, he's iconic as hell. I forgot his name. I forgot that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called him, isn't it like his title, like Kel'Thas the Sunset Rider or some shit
Kel'Thas,
like that?
yeah.
Yeah, oh wow. That's gonna be pretty epic.
It's the guy with the blonde hair, and he has the red clothes when he's actually a blood elf, and then when he gets turned, it turns to purple.
I don't remember him being in Warcraft 2 or Warcraft 3. Definitely wasn't an original Warcraft.
It was Burning Crusades, second one. No, he's not. Friggin' Deathwing's harder than he is.
Oh, he said Kel'Thas was the hardest goddamn fight ever in Warcraft.
Hell no.
Warcraft, I always thought it was Kel'Thalas. I always thought that there was a loss in there. I always heard, like, in my head, the Sun Strider, thank you. I know it's something like Sunset Strider or Sunset Rider.
Yeah, because the Sun Strider is the pet or the mount for the Blood Elves. The bird, the Sun Strider.
There we go. Now it all makes sense.
Looks like an ostrich kind of thing.
I don't know. Now I feel like playing Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, and Frozen Throne. I'm not gonna get into WoW. Fuck that. That's where I get my lore. Warcraft 3, and then I'll play some original Dota there too.
I want to go solo Kel'Thas.
Oh my god, just solo him with a.
He's level 90, man. He's a 90 boss. I mean, I'm at 100. So.
Oh, Robbie's challenging. He said all right. So he's saying, Robbie Hydro's saying that Kel'Thas was the hardest goddamn fight in World of Warcraft, and he said, and then he's challenged. He said, wait, you're saying it was easy when Burning Crusades was current? Dude, stop it. The Tempest Keep raid.
I was in the top rating guild in the world, dude.
OG Hogger
at the end of Burning Crusades, at the end of Burning Crusades is when, or start of Lich King is when the guild fell apart.
I'm laughing at what BFT said because the Hogger makes you think of Hearthstone. That's where my mind is at.
Dude, I think Hogger was harder than Kel'Thas. Just saying.
The Hogger was a real asshole.
The Hogger
in Hearthstone is a real asshole. That's all I'm gonna say. He keeps spawning freaking taunts. You can never get to him unless you have direct damage. Anywho, another thing that's really cool. I love how much Blizzard is devoting to this game. Like, Hearthstone is finally gaining its momentum because Hearthstone started off as like a 2-man team, but this is something that's gone all in from the beginning, and they might come out of beta sooner than later. I actually hope they stay in beta a little longer. So they could.
From what I was hearing and what what I was reading, they're gonna be out of beta by midsummer,
I don't doubt
like
it.
July.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they should hold off a little bit.
I want to
on the
say,
flip side,
well, they were. I want to say it was they were talking like July 4th because then they were gonna do some like skin back and something for the, coming out of beta and all that being the complete game.
Well, I know for a fact there's gonna be at least one more map released before they could come out of beta. And I really feel like they need to have.
Yeah, you're saying Hearthstone. Are you talking about Heroes of the Storm?
Heroes of the Storm, yeah. I'm back to Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, you're saying it's Hearthstone.
Did I say Hearthstone?
Yeah, I'm talking about Heroes. What are we talking about now?
I'm talking about Heroes coming out of beta.
Okay.
Yeah, Hearthstone been out of beta. We reported that.
We were on the same page, but you were saying Hearthstone. So.
Did I say Hearthstone?
Yeah, like 4 times.
Freudian slip.
Four times?
Possibly.
Maybe 5. I don't know if I can.
Who knows? But no, Heroes of the Storm more than likely is going to come out of beta this year. I feel like they should maybe hold off a little bit so people can get feedback and they can work out some of the kinks, because I feel like maybe they should reevaluate their pricing structure a little bit. Because right now people can use the excuse like, well, it's in beta, so, that's why that is. Or some of the performance issues they have, they might want to work out because it's game breaking. It's not a very big opportunity, but if they open up to the populace, people are going to slam this game, and it's going to be unfair. They won't give it a real shot.
Right.
But other than that, even in the alpha, the amount of polish in the game was amazing. I was like, this is ready to ship. But I feel like now that they just went into beta, they should write it out a little bit and stick to their guns. And there's other ways to get people into the game like they've done. Like now you can't buy. Actually, we're going to talk about that in the news, so I might as well just jump into it now. The Founders Pack is no longer available, so you can't buy into the game anymore. You can't even buy the Founders Pack at all. I'm like, oh, I wanted the Dire Wolf and the freaking Cyber Wolf mount. Oh, well, it's sad. But so it's kind of good. The fact that they're closing it off to new players, to me, says they want to do a little more testing and then slowly open up that valve again. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, you got to think about it too. Excuse me. You got to think about it too, that with the popularity of the game, like when it was in alpha, I think there was a lot more people playing the game than like you realized or anybody realized. Because all the pro teams, they've been playing since alpha. All the like you and other people that were playing it just to try it out. But with and I hear you. There was some gameplay that was just surfaced from alpha because they couldn't record and put videos out of alpha. So they had it restricted. But somebody saved the gameplay, and the gameplay of alpha.
Wait, I have video of the alpha up on our YouTube. Oops, I wasn't supposed to do that.
No, you're fine now. But I'm saying the alpha was you were restricted from videos.
Maybe just for the first round, but by the second or third round.
But basically, what I'm trying to say is basically by the time the beta came out and more people started getting it, League of Legends players started coming over, the amount of just the fine tuning and like you said, the polish, the new maps that came out already. They're trying to push this along, like you said, faster than they should. Yeah, should they hold out? I really think they should hold out till Blizzard's popular month, which is November. They hold out.
Well, not just that.
Well, but I'm saying this would give them. That's their month. Okay, they just say, okay, we're going to release it full on November.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. That's every World of Warcraft expansion has been released in November. StarCraft directly thereafter.
Reapers of Soul was released in November too, wasn't it?
Yes, Reapers of Souls. Diablo 3 was released in November. So everything's released in November. So I think they should wait till then, because then that can give them a little bit more testing time. It can get some more stuff out, get some other stuff going on. What's going on, Morgana and welcome. but it can give them more chance to fine tune it even more. So then this game, because the game is popular now. I don't care what you say with the trolls and the salty dogs, they're gonna be there regardless. Because when a game starts getting popular for them to come over, you know it's getting talked about.
Oh yeah, the more
So
popular something gets, the more there's gonna be toxicity and idiots
Mhm.
because that's what happens. That's the cost of going mainstream, and I totally get that. Like, I know you have to take the good with the bad.
and
Now
and Fatal said it too. Go ahead.
Man, there's a lot of stuff here. Well, we'll get to the chat in a second, but no, the thing is that I feel like they need to just work on the onboarding process. They have a pretty solid tutorial, but I think it doesn't completely drive home the fact of this is not the MOBA that you've ever. This is not a MOBA you've ever played. This is not like any a game you've ever played before. It's not individual. There's no individual carry or recognition. It's all team oriented, team level, team levels. Team objectives, team stats, and that's it. You lose as a team, you win as a team. I need to. I feel like they need to like drive that home a little bit more. So now people come in and they get to play as Raynor, who's a very solid hero. As a newbie or as a seasoned, Heroes of the Storm player.
Damn.
To show you more of the mechanics, not just the map objectives, but just also the core mechanics of the game as a whole. You know. But well, we'll revisit that. We'll table that for now.
That's
But they did address a
crazy.
lot of the issues with matchmaking. What's that?
Raynor 26 weeks in a
Or you looking at the thing?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a second. That's the next item. But right now, the matchmaking. The matchmaking's been a big thing because people that solo queue were realizing that they were getting really zany comps, or they were getting matched against people that were really
Dumb.
significantly better or more experienced or more skilled, whatever you want to say, or they were getting paired up with people that were like complete noobs, and this is someone that's been playing from the very beginning. So they worked on different ways to make the matchmaking better. Like one of the rules is that people that pre-made, if you have a fully pre-made team, it prioritizes pre-made. Uh, if you are solo queuing, it'll only match you against solo queue. And if at 6 minutes, I believe it is now, it might be 3 minutes now because they've done a lot of different retooling during the different patches. But 6 minutes, I believe, is the cutoff. If he doesn't find your match, but you rarely get up to that point. But if you get to that point, it'll widen the scope. But on a quick match, basically, you have to accept that on quick match, you're still gonna get weird team compositions. And this game's not really about team compositions. Some compositions are less viable than others in different maps. But every team could work if you know how to play up your strengths. That said, there are some things that you probably don't want to do. Like you don't want to do an all-support team because no one's going to put out DPS. And you're not going to even be able to destroy structures. So that'd be awkward. And you're just going to heal each other all day and just laugh. Like, you can't kill us, but we can't kill you. But, so yeah, they're doing it's just really cool. Like there's a lot of math involved in it. But they're doing a lot to involve that. And one of the things that I really like in Hero League, with the way they calculate MMR and skill gap, it's all in the back end. You don't get to see this stuff. But if you lose against a team that's leaps and bounds ahead of you, like I'm talking about if you play like against Cloud9, let's say, then if you lose, you only lose like 1 experience point. But if you win, you get a buttload of freaking experience, which is the way it should be. Like, it shouldn't penalize you for losing against a team that's, like, obviously professional, and you're, like, more casual or in between novice. But rewarding you if you win. Like, damn, we just beat the #1 player in Heroes of the Storm. Cool. We'll just jump you to #1, rank 1. Well, it's not going to work that way, but,
Damn, I'm game.
Right? What you were talking about, Obi, is someone by the name of Wolf on Reddit, and I still don't like Reddit that much, but once in a while I poke in there. There's a lot of really nice information on there. There are some cool people, but it's like the League of Legends of social media. It's pretty toxic.
Yeah.
But this guy on Reddit, he's been tracking stats on the most featured free-to-play players. He calls it a free week frequency for Heroes of the Storm. Very interesting stuff. So you said you looked at the numbers?
I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah. So the most featured one you said was Reyna, right?
25 weeks.
Yeah, 26 weeks. Malfurion, Muradin is another one, top one. The least featured, and I don't know if this has been updated recently, but the least featured seems to be Jaina, which is expected. Asmodan, Anubarak, I'm actually very surprised with. Sylvanas, which I obviously, so this is updated. It hasn't been, she's brand new, so of course she hasn't been featured yet. They want people to buy. Murky has been featured twice.
Well, that's the thing. They need to feature a new hero within the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Okay, and this is why. I think, and it makes sense, but I think if you, I'm not really, Mark. I probably bugged the shit out of you earlier telling you to come do a heist with us, but if you, damn it. Forgot what we were talking about.
So we're talking about like they should have featured the New York heroes.
I was just kidding.
Oh.
If a new hero comes, if a new hero comes out, okay. Now, of course, the first couple weeks, don't make people buy or because you can actually try them out, but within like the first 2 or 3 weeks, put her out for a week, because more people can play her in a full game, more people are gonna buy her. And that's just me. Don't, instead of, and I'm not all for, them keeping the prices high on the heroes, but don't lower the price yet. Keep the price $15,000 for the first month. But that third week or so, give her away for free. Let people play.
Yeah.
Because I really think more people's gonna buy her.
While it's still fresh in their mind.
Exactly.
I buy that. I buy that. So I guess right now the kind of way they do it is they have a month of where it's at 15K gold, or you spend like $10.
It was $9.99.
Right. Then they have the price drop, and then after the price drop, maybe like 2 to 4 weeks after, they put it into the free rotation. But they haven't done Lost Vikings or Sylvanas. Well, Sylvanas still fresh, but they haven't done Lost Vikings on rotation yet. So
I think Lost Vikings were on rotation a couple weeks ago.
I don't remember it being on rotation.
I'm pretty sure it was before you were playing a lot, like right when they came out. Like a couple weeks later, they were on rotation.
Huh. He missed a week, but I don't remember ever seeing them on rotation.
Well, I saw them. Are you calling me a liar?
No, I believe you. I remember when they came out, like, ooh, this is one of like Blizzard's lesser known franchises. Like, everybody was thinking about Blizzard, StarCraft, Warcraft, and Diablo, right? But they've had other games like Blackthorn and Lost Vikings. Like, ooh, yeah, you know what? That'd be kind of cool, actually. So we shall see what else they bring back. But the numbers are interesting. If you go to Reddit, actually, it's kind of hard to find. One way to find it is check out Into the Nexus. They're a pretty cool podcast, and they usually put their show notes up, and they have the link to it there.
For those that are lucky enough to be with us in chat, the link's in chat if you check it out.
Yeah. It's just cool data, because basically what you could deduce from these numbers is that they put the more noob-friendly heroes on rotation more often. And usually every week what I notice is that like 80% of the free rotation heroes will be, easy to medium difficulty, so to speak, heroes. And then the rest, then they'll have maybe 1 or 2 advanced heroes,
Not even 2, just 1. I mean, they'll have all like Raynor, they'll have Malfurion, they'll have Trinde, they'll have all the easier or and then just one hard, you know, like when Zagara was on there, she's considered difficult, and she's on there, and she was the only one that was difficult.
Yeah. Well, there's difficult like what you and I consider difficult, and then what Blizzard says. I don't always agree with what Blizzard says is difficult, right? I think you feel the same way. Like, maybe I
Well, I don't
guess.
when they put a rating on one of the heroes, I really think that it's not the way that they people play them. It's the way that it's supposed to be played, as in like Zagara, you're very very squishy, so you're gonna stay far back. You're gonna make sure that
Yeah.
your creeps down so that you can go faster. Movement speed buff. So I mean, I think it's basically they say it's difficult because you have to put creeps down. You have to do this. You have to do this, and the people that are difficult, you have multiple things to do. Like,
Yeah.
the Lost Vikings are very difficult because you have to micromanage 3 guys.
Yeah.
I played them and I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, they're crazy, but it's interesting. They're really experimenting. Like Abathur, that's exactly the reason why when people play Abathur, you're like,
I love
oh
when
gosh,
we
we're
have an
gonna
Abathur
lose.
on our team.
I love having an Abathur on my team that knows what he's doing, but that's very rare. So I'm not that person that goes, oh, we lost this. But when there's an Abathur on my team, I'm like, I gotta be extra careful because that's one less person that's on the field physically as a target, or soaking up experience in the lane.
Well,
And
Abathur is
that's really
used.
tough.
I think really Abathur is used for just like staying behind a turret and basically going out with like putting their disease, over top of the head of of a Diablo or an ETC or even an Illidan. So you have that quick burst and then go. That quick in and out. And then that way Abathur can auto attack like a motherfucker because that's all he's doing.
Yeah, he gives you the testicle of blessings, and then it helps you out. It's a good setup. I like it. But so yeah, on non-Blizzard and non-gaming news, tax season's over, so now everybody can breathe easily.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, for those that don't file early to get mad monies, a lot of people put it off, and I've heard of people that do that. If you happen to be late, you need time to pay those taxes that you owe. Especially for people that are small business owners or or you itemize a lot, so you need time to get all your receipts and everything together. Don't forget to file that extension. It gives you a good 6 months to
Yeah, you get till October.
Yeah. But yeah. Just remember though, from what I've heard from people, if you file an extension or you file late, they tend to scrutinize your return a little more, and there's a higher chance that you can get audited, or at least get a scary phone call from the IRS. So, back to more pleasant things. This weekend on Sunday, April 19th, the Worst Radio Show is doing the Mortal Kombat X #Play with Each Other event.
I'm game.
Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna be joining in with some beer and some birthday cheer, hopefully. Do not jerk off on my birthday. That's creepy.
What about right now?
And we talked about GTA 5 being out. Obviously, we brought that hype. Thanks, Ovi. And I know how you feel about it.
What?
The last thing.
That's awesome.
What?
I don't know.
The last thing to talk about is the fact that the Star Wars teaser came out, the second trailer. There's a lot of shit talk about it. People were saying like Harrison Ford looks really old, but Jesus, I wish I looked that good when I get to be his age. I'm serious. That's a dashing fella, and I don't go that way, but. And I met him too. He's actually a really cool guy, and actually surprisingly shy. Not like a dickhead shy, like I don't want to deal with you, but like just humble. Really cool dude. I have a total man crush on him. I have a great respect for him. Oh my gosh. Oh, Ricky, what the hell is that? rolling your eyes back like I mean, for those of you that are not watching video, consider yourself lucky. That was creepy. But the thing that stood out for me over, did you catch this? That I like the part where like they show Han Solo and freaking Chewbacca, and he goes, Chewie, we're home. Like, you gonna give him a better line than that? Come on, Harrison freaking Ford, Harrison Jones.
Did you just say that?
Harrison Jones, Hearthstone, freaking Heroes of the Storm. In Heroes of the Storm, he comes down on the rope. Anyway, and then I like the opening. Like, it really lets you know more about what's gonna happen in the movie. It's like, my father has it, my sister has it, and now you have it. What, the herpes? What's going on? Oh my god, Obi's like got no focus tonight.
Wait, what?
But there's a lot. I look forward to the future of the Star Wars cinematic universe. And some people are like, I hope they don't do Jar Jar Binks or something stupid like that anymore. I get it, like originally Star Wars was supposed to be a kids movie or whatever, but it's matured, and it really needs to decide if it's gonna be an adult story. It can be family friendly, but having this thing that Jar Jar Binks, it's like it ruins the drama of it all. It's like everything's all serious, and then it's like, like what?
Okay.
Anyway.
Do that again.
What?
Do that again.
I'm not doing it again.
Why?
No. You didn't appreciate it the first time around.
Yeah, that's why I want you to do it again.
What? That voice. What? Alright, that's all in the news.
Do it.
We're almost a freaking hour in, but it was worth it.
All right. Here we go. Geeks engaged.
Last week you had like the world's smallest shotgun.
It was like
It went poof.
Guys, this show is about you, our fellow geeks, joining the conversation live. Here's our TeamSpeak info. If you guys want to BFT, will put that in the chat for us. But if you guys do get on TeamSpeak, please use headphones. It's, for one, it's courteous to us. And two, I'm an asshole. I'll kick you off. So we don't want Mama going, are you going to bed yet? No, we don't. Mom, go to bed. And by the way, if I'm not gonna say that. Say if you can catch your mom in curlers or something, put it up on.
Oh my god.
Best picture of your mom in curlers. Go, guys. If you're 40 and you still, if you can manage to catch her.
Oh my lord.
All right, no, I'm gonna stop. Anyway, if you guys want to join us, please. If you guys can't join us live, if you guys listen to the podcast right now, let's keep the conversation going, and just send us some tweets, guys. You can reach us pretty much anytime via Twitter at Obi1X2 at YogiZilla, and don't forget at Geeky Antics. As always, wow, I got kind of dingle fuck there for a second. As always, guys, the best way to experience all our shenanigans and my really weird faces sometimes is to be live. And right here on the chat hub at Geeky Antics on Twitch. Yes. You can also join our official HQ at geekyantics.net, where you can comment, share, join us on the forums. We'd love to see what awesome geeks think all the time. Yogi, do we have any latest content today?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, we got the EP70 Road on Heroes of the Storm strategy. If people overcomplicate it, it just comes down to the fundamentals, just getting practice, and when you play with the team, getting comfortable with that team, getting confident in that team, and just taking ownership over your own shortcomings, and playing up your strengths. That's all it is. So I wrote an article. It's quite lengthy. I was going to go deeper on it, but I said, let me cut it off here. If you want more, let me know. GeekyAntics.net. Check it out. Just went up tonight. Word. And Yeah, but we should start moving around because we have. I think we should even skip
Word up.
the what? What?
Word.
Where? Obi just turned to a b-boy on me. Word.
Word.
Meanwhile, I'm doing the teacup over here because my back's kind of killing me, so I'm like putting my hand on my hip.
When I
I'm a
dip,
little
you dip, we
teacup.
dip.
We did. Wow. I think we should.
Oh, great joke.
If you want to comment on how silly we're being, or if you could refer us to a good, head shrink, leave us voicemail 206-415-4987.
No, I don't need a head shrink. Mine's too small already. Thanks.
Or if you're loving Heroes of the Storm,
That's what she said.
415-4987. All right, let's move on. We got a quickie we want to talk about from last week, and then we got a bit of a discussion to get into
Oh,
for
sorry.
our feature.
Sorry, guys. I can't play around anymore. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just trying to keep the pace going. That's what we do.
Okay, ready?
We're
Ready?
We're skipping the man.
You see this, guys? This is the Yogi.
Okay.
This is the Obi that everybody loves, and now we're at this Obi. Ready?
Oh.
Ow! Wiki, did you like that?
Yeah.
When animals are assholes too.
I'm just trying to figure out what just happened.
You'll never know.
Wait, wait, both Obis look the same. Let's take League of Legends skins. Oh, snap, I want this, son. Oh, Obi. I made a song.
Oh, Yogi, what? Tell me what you're thinking and what to talk about.
I made a song
Oh, crap.
that I think you will like a lot. So we both have traveled. Remember when we first started off HorsePLAY? You know, we were predominantly League of Legends. We're really getting back heavy into the League of Legends, and then remember why we hated it so much.
Exactly.
But I made a song. It's probably not gonna come up very good in the recording, but here I'm gonna try to put it. Ready? You ready? Here you go. Come on, play. Asshole, play. There. Yo, League of Legends is a garbage game, bro. Mad elo hell, no, bro. Mad elo hell, no matter what people say, yo. Yo, League of Legends is a garbage game. It's already better than most of the rap songs today. Yo, League of Legends is a garbage game, yo.
When animals are assholes too. Last week we kind of gave you a little teaser, and we were talking a little bit about our animals that we have. Animals are usually not assholes like us humans. God knows. But I think that the times that they are right now, we have some favorite asshole animals and asshole moments that we want to share with you, just because we all have animals. Yogi has Blue, I have Sadie, and my wife's aunt has her little rat. So, Yogi, you want to start it off?
So, one of the biggest asshole things that's happened in our household is the dog sneaking into the cat litter.
And going to the bathroom?
They think that these are wonderful Snickers bars that are like doused in delicious breading. And like I love it because they try to be sneaky. Like they know they're doing something wrong because you'll walk towards the cat litter area and the dog will run off and then like suddenly slow down, like just trying to act normal. And then they'll try to be cute, wag their tail, and then they got shit on their nose, like the freaking cat litter on their nose. I'm like, you motherfucker, you fucker. Then you look by the litter box and there's like fucking shit all over the place, and I had to put down like mats because asshole dogs start digging in to get to the good stuff. Like, oh, that's a good morsel right there. That's a good Snickers bar. Look, that's a king size right there.
Ouch.
So I just chase him off. I finally got it up to the point where, like, if I catch him, I chase him off and I do the skate. Like, run out, and they run away really fast. And I'm like, yeah, you're never going back to that shit for 2 weeks. They forget.
Okay.
On a similar note, we've had lots of rescues that, you know, in the past when we were in a better financial position, we used to like get a lot of strays and rehabilitate them, and then try to find them better homes. And we had this one dog. They're actually puppies, and they were gifts for the kids, but I didn't take care of them. So we said we have to find them another home because it's too much work for us. You know, they say, "Oh, we'll take care of them." You know how the kids are. They say they're gonna do things and they don't follow through, and it's like, all right, now I'm stuck with all the work. You know, totally. If you do, I promise I'm gonna do it, but it didn't work that way. And it's a sad thing. I love those dogs, but you know, we couldn't afford it, and it was all the work was pretty much for me, and my back was killing me. Like, I had like 10 dogs on leashes, like, you know. But one of the dogs was a total asshole. We don't have that many dogs. I'm kidding. But one of the dogs was a total asshole because she knew she was cute. So she would sit down and look all cute. And then when you least expect it, that dog would freaking ninja grab stuff. So one day she just grabbed a freaking, as a puppy, this little thing, she somehow like jumped up and freaking grabbed a sandwich off a plate and ran off with that shit. Like, yoink! Like, it was in a flash. Like, turn around for a second, turn back, sandwich is gone. You see the dog running off with it in his mouth. I'm like,
Scooby-Doo?
And she's scarfing it down while she's running. Like, ha! It's gone, nigga. You can't get it back. Oh, gosh. See, people say cats are the biggest assholes, but dogs do a lot of asshole shit, man.
Yeah, birds do a lot of nasty shit, too.
Like what?
That one. Pigeon car bombs. That's the one reason why I hated New York.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
All right? Because it could be perfectly sunny, or it could be raining like a motherfucker. Not a pigeon will touch your car. Like, nothing. Nobody's flying around. As soon as you sit there and be like, okay, it's done raining. It's nice out. I want to make my car shine. Go bring it up by the beach, by the water. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as you pull out fucking 3 pigeons. Ooh, new car, 12 o'clock. Dive, Bob, dive, Bob, dive, dive, dive. You know, and it's just like, by the time you get to the beach, you look like a fucking white stain.
Yeah,
because they just bomb the shit out of you. That, man.
And if you leave that paint, like some people will just be ghetto and leave that poop on their car, that shit will ruin the paint job. It's acidic. It'll eat through the paint and rust your shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, be careful with that junk.
Especially if it's hot. Especially if it's hot.
Yeah, because it like amplifies the sun.
I got one. I had a dog back in the day. And just the best dog I've ever had in my life. Okay, just my best friend. And, you know, I made it, you know, it's like, all right, get in the cage, you know, because it pooped on the floor one time, you know. All right, get in the cage. Well, that dog was so mad at me for going in the cage one time that, I still get mad when I think about it.
Oh, God.
He got up in my recliner, and in the recliner, that it always happens, I put pillows behind my back to support. Yeah. Right? Well, that fucking dog moved the pillows out of the way, took a massive shit in my chair, put the pillows back, and went to lay it in his cage. So when I sat down, you dumbass dog. Well, it was enough to where when I sat down, it didn't go in, or the pillows didn't block. No, it was like one of those times where I was wearing like loose shorts and shit, so like they were falling down half the time. So it was like I shit myself. All right. So
did it touch your skin? Oh, did it touch skin?
No.
Oh God.
No.
Don't tell me it touched skin.
No, didn't touch skin.
At least that much. That would have been the worst.
Yeah, for real. The dog's no longer available for comment. But
Aww.
no, they got hit by a car.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying it was mine. No.
No, I know you wouldn't do that. Kind of sad.
Okay. But
What?
it was a. No, I would never do that, Yogi. But it was we lived on a busy street, and it was just dogs like to chase cars.
Yeah.
You know. No, not my car. No, no. I thought about it a couple times, but then how would people view me? Wait, I don't care. But yeah, that's my one dog moment that I'm willing to share. I have quite a few others, but no.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Lila did that once with the bed because I was always good about taking her out, but like, I don't blame her. She's like telling the kids, she's telling everybody, "Hey, I need to go out. I kind of have the shits and I can't really hold it anymore." You know, she's up people's asses, and I'm telling her, "Lila, go lay down. Lila, go lay down." Like, and it's like then she starts whining. They're like, "Shut up, Lila." Like, well, don't you think maybe she needs to do something? Like, oh, yes, you know, she's been whining for like 2 hours. I don't know. We just locked her in the room. Next thing you know, she's shit all over the place. And I'm like, really? Which room did you lock her in? Oh, your guys'
bedroom.
Oh, oh. So you know what that was? I only saw the small turds leading up to the door, but the big turds were on the bed, and those were the wet ones. They were like squirt. It was like freaking soft serve.
You
soft
dumbass.
serve chocolate ice cream, and then little pebbles, like a little breadcrumb trail. Like she strategically planned that shit. Oh my gosh, I was so mad at her. But then she's so lovable. You know what? I was mad at her initially, and then I was mad at the family because, like, come on, I can't be the only one. I take her out like 3 to 4 times a day just to make sure she's good. You can't take her out 1 or 2 times. You know, you go
Right.
for a walk anyway to go visit your friends. You know. Oh.
Well, with Sadie, I have to take her out. Like, okay, I've been getting up around 8ish, give or take. You know, depends on like tomorrow. I won't wake up at 8, maybe noon. But so I take her out right when we get up, and then by 11, she's got to go out again. Like really, really bad. Like, back and forth, panting, smiling at me. When a dog opens her mouth.
Yeah.
And then basically at about 2, she has to go again. And then at about 6, she has to go again. And then at about 9, she has to go again. And then at about midnight, she got to go again. And then she goes to sleep, and then it starts all over again. Like, real bitch, you got to go outside 16 fucking times a day?
Yeah, the bully breeds, I don't know what it is, but like their metabolisms must be like so crazy. That's why they're so toned. They're constantly burning calories and making poop and pee. Like, what the hell?
Well, no, like with her, with Sadie, she got fixed. So it was like all that's kind of like it's just now getting to where now she's like widening. Like if you were to see her when we first got her, you'd have been like, oh my god, that dog's skin and bones. Now she's like, walking him. She's massive.
Wait till she
now,
goes
dude.
through. Wait till she goes through like the second growth spurt. Because you'll think it's done, and all of a sudden one day you'll be like, "What the hell? Who are you?"
She eats like oh my god.
Oh, I know.
But we got I did a lot of research because we don't do Purina anymore. That's gonna kill your dog. But we did a lot of research, and Kibble and Bits is the best one that I found. There's a lot more that are out there that are better for her, but for a 20-pound, for a whatever pound bag I get, it's like $40, and I spend $10 for a bag of dog food. Do it once a week, and she's got all the food she wants. She loves the food. She scarfs it down like crazy. Little shit bag. I had just taken her out too today. This was today. I had just taken her outside. She went piss, shit, and pee again. She went pee, then she went poop, and then she went pee again. No less than an hour later, she dropped a load right on the fucking living room carpet.
Oh boy.
So like here, there's cans. There's literally cans of dog cleaner, just in case she has, before she had problems, especially right when she had her surgery. She couldn't run. She couldn't do nothing. She couldn't even hardly squat. It hurt so bad. So like, I understand she had, here and there, she dropped a little bit, whatever. No, now she's a big girl and she holds it, but there's times where, sorry, Dad, let it go.
There's like a rule of thumb. I forgot what it was, but like it's like for every X amount of months under the year mark, take them out every 2 hours or something like that. It's a pretty good rule of thumb.
Mine's like 4 years old, dude.
Really? She's that old already?
3 or 4.
Like human years or dog years?
Dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No. Dog years every 1 year is 7 years, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, no, she's 3 years old. Human years.
Oh, BFT, I think he's offering his sheep. You can feed her live sheep.
That'll work. She'll eat it.
The lamb and rice is supposed to be the better route to go, but that's just expensive. I used to feed the
$40
the
a
dogs.
bag, dude. $40 for like a little bag. That's like crazy.
I used to feed the dogs top-notch stuff. Though you could just make some, white rice, parboiled, whatever, parboiled rice, and mix it up with some ground beef, and might be a little cheaper than getting the dog food, but it's also a lot more work. You gotta mix it all up.
Yeah, but do you cook the ground beef first?
Yeah, you gotta.
Okay. Like raw ground beef will give them worms.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't give anybody raw ground beef.
All right, moving on here.
Moving on. So yeah. So more asshole moments. People complain about that. The classic story of when a cat poops in your favorite shoe. And you know what? To be fair, if a cat does that, it probably means you didn't clean their cat litter properly. So letting you know, you're gonna fuck up with my shit, I'm gonna fuck with your shit.
Yeah, but that's when a cat might lose one of his lives.
Oh no.
Just saying. What? Oh my!
I mean, there's people that they let the cat litter grow for like a week and they don't even bother like sifting through it and cleaning it out, and that's just nasty.
I couldn't even fathom the smell.
Yeah,
it's like cat litter.
And there's a lot of people that do that. And if it smells to you, it definitely smells to the cat. Now, it may not smell to you, but the cat definitely smells it because they have heightened senses. So, but anyway, another one that makes the list. It's not quite a domesticated animal, but the platypus. Platypus is really cute, but platypuses are kind of assholes too because they have venomous footsies. Did you know that? They got little barbs on their feet that are venomous. You can't love on them.
Not if you don't want to die or get really, really sick.
There's but I think
I just read that one.
I had to have an anti-venom just to love on it. Like, oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. Oh. Supposedly, the platypus came about because I guess Darwinism took place, where it's kind of like natural selection. Like, if certain species become extinct, Mother Nature fills that void with a hybrid or whatever. I don't know how it works in scientific perspective, but I think it's kind of cool. It's a hybrid of different animals together.
So what is the platypus a hybrid? What fucked a beaver to get a platypus? I want to know. I want to know right now.
I remember seeing like it wasn't Jurassic era, maybe Mesozoic or one of those weird names for like an era during prehistoric type thing where an animal existed, and then there's like whole lineage. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of crazy shit that's happened. Then the Ice Age happened and everything got rebooted. Craziness. We'll have to do homework. If anybody knows, just leave us a voicemail. Let us know. Educate us. Educate us. The last one is not quite an animal, but it deserves an asshole mention. The praying mantis. Because the praying mantis mates, and then the female eats its mate's head. That's how she, gets her old face on.
Oi, Lord.
It kind of reminds me of many of our wives.
I was waiting for it. Now, and I want to put this on record. Yogi, Obi-Wan X2 did not get Yogi Zilla in trouble today. Yogi got himself in trouble today. Cody, what's up, man? We are doing great. You haven't seen us Cody, in ages? Well, that is your fault, sir. I just want to say.
Here. We're here every week. We haven't missed a week.
70 episodes.
Over 71 weeks now.
71. Pilot.
Yeah. There you go.
BFT says his biggest asshole is paper wasps. I've been there. I have been there. Beefy Law's biggest asshole moment with a dog or a pet is her aunt's, the one that she takes care of, her aunt's rat terrier. Which now, and I'm going to be frank, okay? Because I'm about to call this dog a bitch. Because it'll purposely, they're both in a wheelchair now, Grams and Susie. This dog knows the path of this wheelchair, okay? So good, so that it purposely puts toys in the middle where the wheels are going to go over. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay, the dog, okay, in this house, in this apartment, in this condo, the wheelchair path has been the same for 25 years or 30 years plus. Okay? So the dog has learned the path of the wheelchair. So what it'll do, it'll take its squeaky toys and go put it right in the middle where that wheel, the front wheel of that wheelchair is going to roll over it and knock it off. And she's got like 6 fucking toys. You'll see them all lined up in the hallway.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm going to be laughing at that, but damn.
No, it's funny because I laugh at it all. I laugh at it all the time. Okay.
Oh
Number 2, my wife is like doing like a whole bunch now, more than she was before. Like now she's taking the dog out. She's taking care of the dog, and it's Susie's dog. Well, she is so paranoid that the dog is going to get out. She constantly yells at my wife, "Did you let the dog out? Did you shut the door? Did you do this? Did you do that?" And she's just like, "Susie, everything's fine. The dog's here. I want to let this dog out and just let it go run away or kick it into the pond or something. But the dog's fine." That dog is not arse, ass, same damn thing. That dog is an ass. Like, literally. Like, she'll get up on Susie's lap. She has, like, on her wheelchair, she has a board so she can eat off of. She can use one of her hands. Well, the dog will get right underneath the board and stick his head up through where the thing is, right on the waist, and start eating off the plate. And nobody says a damn thing to the dog, like, get out, and the funny thing is my dog's name is Sadie, Sadie. Well, this dog's name is Katie, Katie. So Sadie, Katie, yeah, and now they got a shock collar for the dog because it barks so much. So you sit there, it's a high frequency. And it looks like a flashlight. You push the button and the dog go, "Ow, ow," and then going back into its bed. It's so funny.
I have mixed feelings about those, but sometimes the only route you can take is more humane than other routes.
Well, the shock collar, I don't really necessarily agree with that because you can go overboard and a dog can just be dumber than shit. I mean, sometimes you get a dumbass dog. But the ultrasound is basically like the whistle. I do agree with that because that's only the dog can hear it. Now, if you go overboard and just that dog's going crazy and you're constantly hitting the button, now you're a dickhead. But if it's something like this dog barks, it's a rat terrier, dude. It's got little dog syndrome.
Yep.
So yep. Somebody can be walking their own dog and just yiping. So they'll hit that flashlight and she'll shut the hell up. Just one time, or that ultrasound, and she'll shut up. That's it.
You know, the last thing that I think I mentioned before on the show is Lila. If people are up early and they're up and about doing their own thing, especially she knows if you're just kind of like hanging out, watching TV or jerking off, whatever you're doing, and you don't take her out as soon as you get a chance, you know, like after you get a pot of coffee going or go take a leak, you know, she will start making herself gag, and she'll induce like vomit. She'll just start going like she'll do that little thing with it like to try to bring it up.
Damn.
You know? Oh God.
Yes. Wait. Little dog syndrome. When I mean little dog syndrome is, have you ever been around a really small guy, either short or shrimpy or whatever, and he's the biggest badass in the room? You know, they call it little man syndrome. It's the same thing with a little dog. You got a rat terrier that's come up, like that rat terrier at Grandma's house went toe to toe with Sadie, and you guys have all seen her. She's a big freaking boxer American bulldog mix. So you guys have seen her. She almost looks like a pit bull, but we got blood work, so we're good. But she's almost looks like a freaking pit bull, a massive pit bull. But in this little dog, this little tiny, I mean, literally, you could sit there, a guy could literally punt this dog off the ground. That's how tiny she is. She went toe to toe with my dog. If I wouldn't have grabbed my dog would have had a snack. Because mine don't fucking, Yup. Trank darts don't teach lessons. Yeah, trank darts.
Talking about disciplining kids. I'm like, we should have the tranquilizer darts option for kids.
No, screw that. The stun stick. And just make it to where make the stun stick to where it doesn't leave marks. We are bad parents.
Look at this saying, like, sometimes the animals. He said well, someone said that the kids
I'm short and I'm
are
a bad
bigger pests than the animals.
Me too, man.
Oh man. But if you have some crazy animal stories to share, you want to add 206-415-4987. Again, 206-415-4987. That's our voicemail line. Leave us a message. Obi, take it away.
Guys, it's time to give out a little bit of love. This is the segment where we just love to give shout-outs and the love that everybody else deserves. But, Yogi, what was our rankings last week on the allgames.com charts?
We went slightly down to number 9.
Oh, my God!
But we're still at the top. Yo, we started at the bottom, now we're here. But I want to become a rapper. I don't know. You really have to like flow. You really have to have rhythm.
If you keep trying to rap, I swear,
just talk.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Just talk and be a rapper. Right now, I'm rapping. Yo, I'm rapping right now. Talking about the struggle. Every time I walk down, I look at that juicy bubble. Look at Obi. He got a big beard. I don't know what rhymes with beard, but fuck you. Oh, I'm a rapper.
Yeah. Wow. Guys, don't forget to help us out. Like I said before, this is a challenge that I'm putting out to everybody. For those that are listening to the podcast, it's even to you. I want to be top 5, episode 75. So let's do it, guys. Show us some love. 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. GMT. Go on allgames.com and give us a, like I said, 5 minutes of your time. It's not that long. It helps. But, play our stream on your smartphones, tablets, computers, even your toasters if they got a processor. I mean, and a screen. I mean, really, it works.
Everything's got a screen now.
I mean, you guys can mute us now. I mean, you guys can mute us and just give us that 5 minutes. 10 minutes, be safe, but I think it's like 5 minutes and we get count 4. So, and then you don't even need to watch it, guys. You don't even just turn it on and walk away, and then come back later and turn it off. I mean.
Or turn
It's
it
that
on
easy.
and play a game. You can play, you know.
Yogi, real quick, so we have time for our feature. Do we have a message from our sponsors?
Yeah, it's fun. Like, urge you guys again to check out Shiny Prints. I just ordered. I just got a from ShinyPrints.com, and it's a
Show it.
little family portrait. Well, I would show it, but the wife's kind of funny about that. She doesn't even let me share pictures on Facebook. She's kind of a private person. What I want to do though, I'm gonna try to get a print of like something geeky, like a video game collage or like an
Bullshit.
anime thing, and I'm gonna get it printed out. But it looks legit. Like if I showed it to you, you can't even tell
Show me after the
it's
show.
printed on metal. It looks so vibrant.
Show me after the show.
I'll show you after. But ShinyPrints.com, go over there. The prices start at like $12. You get anything printed on almost any size you want. The imagination is your only limitation. You can have, a custom design, like a piece of art, a photo, whatever you want, and then get it printed out, and it's yours, and it's legit. Heat resistant, water resistant, and you could impress your friends. Whoa! Lord Kaneki has joined the Geeky Antics crew. Woo! Thank you for the follow. Damn, it toasts the next Apple product. It is. Cody! Wait, Cody? You haven't been following us all this time? Cody.
Oh my God!
Cody, we're gonna have to have words. We go back from like the Spartan Show days, bro.
I need to make that like a follower sound for us.
I gotta give you the information because we have the alerts. I just put them on my stream so they don't interrupt your recording.
No, I'm saying like you need to. I'm gonna do that for you to record it. That oh my gosh.
Oh.
Because then every time it comes off, all you hear is oh my God. Yeah.
By the
that'd be
way,
great.
after this, I just want to say real quick. I do like that, by the way, Obi. But real quick after this show.
Why? Thank you.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like playing some Heroes of the Storm.
Mm.
So if you have it, we'll put our handles in the chat for those watching live. Mine is YogiZilla pound 1722. I'm Battle.net. Come stalk me. Come at me, bro. Obi's like, wow, you just put that out there for thousands of people. I don't care. YOLO swag.
Obi1X2 hashtag 1894.
Oh, Obi putting his balls on the wall.
Do it. Touch 'em. Lick 'em. Take it like
If you're not part of Heroes of the Storm,
take it like a
probably
man.
get your hookup. But
Wow.
for a low price of $19.99
No.
and 99 cents.
1999. 1999.
$1,999
For a low price of $2,000
handling.
plus shipping and handling, you can get yourself a beta key.
Oh my gosh, Lord Kaneki gets me. Are you Yogi Bear plus Godzilla? No one gets that. Like everybody makes the connection with Yogi Bear. I'm like, really? Like you don't see it's Yogi the Bear plus Godzilla? Thank you. Nailed it. Someone gets it. Someone gets the feels. Anywho,
I really didn't think I had to say anything. I mean, sorry, I thought it was kind of self-explanatory. I'm sorry. Yogi, it's Yogi Bear and Godzilla? Oh my goodness.
Well, the reason I no, it's not that you have to acknowledge that part, but the fact that people mispronounce it shows that they don't understand the etymology, the origin story of my name.
Yogzilla, I would like to speak to you, please. Yogzilla.
Hey, Yogzilla!
Yagi, are you listening to me? Yagi!
Hey,
Oh,
Yogzilla!
what, were you talking to me? My name is
point,
actually
point
Yogi.
A, Yogzilla. Yeah, Yogzilla, that point A. Yo, he's got a silent SMG. Yo, Yogzilla.
Yagi, I told you to stay there. Who are you talking to? You! My name's Yogi, dude. Oh, I get it now, dumbass.
My real name is even more phonetically friendly, Yomar, but people try to make it something that is not. Like Yamar, Lamar. Like, where do you see an L in there? What? It's Yo and Mar.
And I totally see, and this is what everybody says. If you guys look at my name right here, right above my head, it says Obi Now, this is the funny part. This is what everybody fucks up every single time. You guys can see it, and you guys, if you read it and pronounce it out, it says Obi Onyx. Obi on X 2, right? That's what it says. But if you also look at it, Obi 1 X 2. Right, let's try it again. Obi 1 X 2. Got it. I can't do it on yogis, but anyway, let's go before I start getting yelled at.
I'm letting you go with it, bro.
For real?
Letting you go with it.
And now it's time for the feature presentation.
Hold up a second.
What?
Obi,
What?
we have a lurker.
We do?
Why didn't you tell me?
Who's
There's
the
a lurker in here.
I didn't know.
There's a fatal blaze, I believe. A wild fatal blaze has appeared.
Fatal Blades has been in the channel the whole fucking show. He's been in the channel. He has been, no, seriously, he has been listening to us, okay, for the last hour and 15 minutes.
No, he hasn't, because I checked like 20
Bullshit,
minutes ago and
no.
one was in there.
No, he has been in here the whole time.
You are very inobservant checker, sir.
He has been in here the whole time.
Fools
No.
was 16 days ago.
I'm telling you, no, he has been.
Stop it.
No, you
Stop
stop it. Stop it. He has been in here the whole time. I'm telling you, I'm serious about this.
In the team speak?
Yes. When he was talking in chat like an hour and a half ago, yeah, he came into TeamSpeak.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I like Lord Kaneki's version of your name. Your name suddenly becomes two Obi-Wans. I like that. Think about it. Obi-Wan X2. Two Obi-Wans. That sounds so bad. Oh boy. Get your Obi-Wans right here.
I'll give you my Obi-Wan if you don't shut the hell up, you little rat bastard.
Wild Fatal Blaze. Use cut. Rock smash. Rock smash. Pokemon references are real.
Up, down, left click, punch kick. Up, down, left click, punch kick. Up, down.
Oh shit. BFT got you, bro.
What?
Oh,
Is Fatal
BFT.
super effective against the Obi-Wan? What? You're a dick.
Obi Onyx.
No, man.
Onyx is a Pokemon.
Oh my god. In a rage.
Come on. Onyx is a good Pokemon. It's a good thing to be compared to. He's legit.
Because when I
even though-
rage, smoke comes out of my
Rocky.
fucking ears? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's a snake made out of rocks. What is there not to like?
In Onyx. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now that you're not lurking anymore, supposedly, Fatal. Allegedly. What's up, dude?
Not much. Chilling, relaxing, listening to all the madness.
Hey, you could be a part of this feature because this is something that we want to get into. Now, guys, we've been talking about Heroes of the Storm like crazy. I mean, literally, we have been, because we talked about it last week. We talked about it on the Sunday Dose, and we're talking about it again. Hots. In today's episode, today's feature, we are going to talk about how to win at Hots as a scrub. Part 1. Okay, so everybody's on a Hots kick. Everybody, oh, Hots, yes, oh, yes, awesome, STM. But these tips apply to virtually any PvP game, guys. So if you guys play League of Legends, same. Call of Duty, same. Well, I don't know about that. But any PvP where you're fighting another player in MOBAs. People tend to overcomplicate matters, externalize failure, passing the buck. We're saying like, oh my God, like Yogi said earlier, you missed your skill shot. You're so bad. And they're at the bottom of the scoreboard, or, they're just whatever.
Mm.
Which basically ultimately leads the whole team into, lots of frustration, overshadowing the fun factor of the game. What makes you want to play the game? Hence the term trolls in MOBAs. We're not going to get on trolls, but it's about time the fundamentals, and it's all about the fundamentals and having fun, guys. That's all it is. If you can learn the game, learn the fundamentals of the game, you're going to get good at it because you understand it. And if you're not having fun, I guarantee, and Yogi can back me up, he's been playing games just probably longer than some of you guys have been alive. Yeah, he's old. Fatal's been there, BFT, everybody that gets competitive in a competitive game. If we're not having fun, we're not going to play it again. Just because. Like you said earlier, we were primarily like, oh, League of Legends, yeah. And then we went and played it and we're like, fuck that. We know why we quit. Because, of course, you have the trash tier, which is, cardboard, which is what Yogi was. Didn't that said cardboard? You were cardboard 5? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardboard 5. Started from the bottom, son.
So, like, you have the trolls and everything. You have, like, no matter what happens, and it seems like every time I get into a game, there's always a smurf on the other team. Like, where I'm like, oh, we're having a badass game. But then the other team, like, one guy's got, like, 22 kills, and the next one below that guy's got, like, 5. Like, really? And I see it a lot in Counter-Strike, but, I mean, it's just like, you can't play with your own skill level because you're not really that good, so you have to come beat up on lower level, in League of Legends, bronze, Counter-Strike, silvers, whatever you want to say. But it just... Yogi, what do you got to say about this? Say something. Say something.
Well, the number one thing...
No, I just asked you to say something.
Something.
Okay, thanks. No. Go ahead.
The number one thing is kind of twofold, is have a plan beforehand. And that's just that, like, keep the plan simple, right? But have a general plan, a general idea of direction. And that could be as simple as determining if everyone is playing casually or competitively. It makes a difference. Even the most competitive players just want to dial it back and just play some troll matches or just have fun. Like, you might just say, yeah, I want to try a troll comp, or I'm playing seriously, but not that seriously. Like I do. Like, sometimes I just want to, like, have a quiet game where we're just bullshitting about life, and not, just playing the game as a little thing. But not playing it half-assed, but not playing it like try hard either. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to burn out. I think that's the first thing. But with a plan beforehand, especially when playing pubs, and you're doing like a draft, you want to make sure everybody kind of agrees on a common goal, strategy, end game.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for example, if you go heavy on the specialists, heavy siege and lane pushing, very viable. I've tested this in Hero League. I've tested it in Quick Match. In cooperative, of course, it dominates because the AI isn't that great yet. It's good, but they don't usually surprise you. So heavy siege is good if everybody commits. But if you have people playing specialists, but then they're still playing like traditional, like stay in the lane and soak till level 10, then engage in team battle and try to capture the objective. No, when you get heavy siege, you do exactly that. Split push, do damage to the structures, and it forces the opponents to focus your attackers.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't be in two places at once. So that means while one sieger is getting attacked, someone else is getting pushed really hard, and that's the whole point. And you just wear them down, and it closes the experience gap.
Like really hard?
Really hard, really hard. Some people prefer the objectives at all costs approach. And if everybody's really on board with that, it could work. And that's what it should, it really should be about the map objectives. But unfortunately, you always have people that feel like they know better. So like you're pinging something, it's like, all right, let's get there real quick before it's too late. And then there's someone like, I'm gonna look at these flowers over here. Oh, hold on, BRT. I'm looking at the water effects. Look at that water. Oh, the water physics are so good. You're like, great. We got 5 people on the 5 enemies at tribute, and only 2 of our teammates there to contest it. Thank you. Okay, I'm coming now. And then they go in and die one by one. It's like, great. Thanks.
Or the all right, I'm coming. Well, it's already over now. We needed you 30 seconds ago when you could have came and you were just sitting there twiddling your thumbs with your thumb up your ass. Twiddling your thumbs with it up your ass. That's great. That's fucking talented. But that's the one thing that I get really I guess more frustrated than anything. I'm feeling my but is when you say, all right, come over here, let's do this, let's get these camps, let's get the siege camp, and then they're like, well, you only need 4 of you guys to get it, but or my favorite, there's a tribute on the map. Well, no, I'm gonna stay bottom lane. We need a split push. No, you need to get your ass up, move, get your fuck out of your mount, and come up to the tribute and help. It's a team fight. Well, I'm not level 10 yet. You're an idiot. You know, it's just. I think my blood pressure's going.
Oh God, dude, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, there's this like thing now that the meta is developing where people are like, let's just soak in lane until we hit level 10. And yeah, don't get me wrong. If someone reaches level 10 before you, it is a significant advantage because they have their heroic, their ultimate before you do. But it's like you simply got to just take a risk and make a call, and everybody's got to be like, fuck it, let's do it. Because if you just like play too conservative, you're not gonna get anywhere. But you know, if everybody if you have a plan beforehand, everybody's on the same page and it could work. But if everybody's executing their own plans and what they think is best, that's not gonna work. So any plan is really viable in HOTS as long as the whole team subscribes to what you're trying to go for. You know, another thing that's very common now too is having a floating assassin like a Nova Zeratul, where he's just harassing the different lanes, and the enemies, they're probably turtling up. They're too scared to soak up XP in their lane because they're like, yo, I don't know, they might be here right now. I'm scared. That guy's being really passive, and I don't know. Maybe we should go in on it. You know,
Yeah, but like,
so
go in on that 2-on-1, and then you see 2 stealthies coming out of the bush. Oh fuck, 3-on-2, we lose. I've been there.
Surprises at every turn, man.
Fatal, what about you, man?
Well, I definitely agree with if you can get everybody on the same page kind of early, especially in the warm-ups, definitely worth doing. Get everybody together, determine. Like we were having fun a while back, and we were just rotating who would shot call, and it worked really well. We had a lot of fun with it, and we pulled out more wins doing it just because we were having fun, I think. But yeah, definitely understanding where everybody is a good habit to get into. Like me, I'm in the competitive part of it. Like I play, I want to get everybody on the same page. I want us to pull together and, you know, win matches, which I'm pretty sure is the goal in basic, but it's like to the point where I'll research things, and you know, it maybe someone doesn't know. I think that's another big thing. A lot of people in MOBAs have this preconception that everybody just knows how it works. So they're like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, you're such a noob. Oh, you're so trash. Why are you doing that? In this, it's still that learning curve. I think if people could explain it with tact, or at least politely, it would change a whole lot, because attitude also determines. You know, I've had teammates that go on tilt, they're pissed, and we just throw a game. We could be up 4 levels, and when someone gets pissed off, that you can see the frustration in their deaths and not going with the team, and the whole thing just throws.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. It's so much of in a PvP game is attitude. It's in your mind, and like once you linger on a mistake, it snowballs, right? Especially if you're calling out other people on their mistakes. Like I think that stuff is better served post game, or if you're gonna call out a mistake, it's like, give someone something actionable. Like, hey, good try, but try to do this. Like, good try there, but try to stick with us because we can't afford to lose you. We need you. Try to build it up, position in a certain way. But if you just say, "What the fuck, dude," that doesn't do it. That doesn't help anyone. So that goes to my next point. I feel like when you're doing voice chat or even in-game chat, like via text and pinging, keep the stuff to a minimum so that only valuable information is communicated. If you're playing seriously, and you're trying to get in a training mode, and if this is a pick-me-up game or a casual game, whatever, but like there's so much like trash that's communicated sometimes that it's like after a while, what people do is they're tuning out. Like it's like when people like over ping. What happens when someone start over pinging or over chatting? You tune them out. Like, man, this guy's talking about everything. Like, what WTF? What the fuck you doing? What's this? Oh, no, go here. No, do this. Okay, group up. It's like, all right, well, let's try to focus on the more valuable things. Like, someone's coming to you. Be careful, But if you just keep like, it's like the boy that cried wolf. You keep like saying, everything's urgent, and then you lose urgency across the board because everything can't be the most important thing. You know what I mean? At least that's been my experience.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I can understand that.
That's with everything though. I mean, in every MOBA, everybody knows everything about every MOBA. Players coming over from League of Legends, I've seen it the most on. Like, they'll sit there and act like, when I know it's what the right call is to make, like, I'll ping, you guys have been in when I'm just doing pings and stuff, like, I'll ping the bruiser camps. It's the easiest to get. They're just two fat guys with fucking rocks. I mean, you can't take a damage if you don't do it right.
The rocks. That's the best ever. Dude,
you can take a damage and you can die from that, but if you do it right, you get one teammate to help you. It's worth it. Pushing at the wrong time is yes.
You gotta petition Blizzard to change their names. They're no longer siege giants. Fat guys with rocks, dude. That'd be great. I love that.
but it's the point where even if and sometimes you got to bite the bullet, and you got to think about what part of it, like, what are they asking? I mean, if they're asking to siege top and you don't think it's the right call, go with it one time. Maybe it will, maybe for a fact that if you guys siege top and you guys take the top and they come up, they pincer you and wipe you. Instead of getting mad, and this is one of those times where it's like, of course you guys know I rage and I hate it or I love it, and it makes me feel good when I rage. But those times where you just, there's time to rage and there's time not to, really. If you can come back and say, guys, hey, nice job, nice try, but next time we need to think about where the team's at. They were pushing mid hard, we were pushing top, they came up behind us, killed us. Lord, have a good night, bro. Thanks for hanging out. You just got to actually think about what's actually going on. And you were like, if they say push top, no, they're sieging mid. They're going to come up behind us. Maybe you saying that next time instead of saying, no, dumbass, what the fuck, say that next time, because then that guy might listen a little bit. Then again, he might tell you to fuck off and not listen at all.
Yeah. There's a really popular saying among like some of the more higher players in Heroes of the Storm. I think it's really true. They say basically if your whole team is somewhere doing something, even if it's the wrong call, if your whole team is there, 4 out of 5 are there, and you're the one guy who's not, you're the one messing up. And I think that's a really true statement because it at the core, it is still a team game. You have to be there, you have to be helping your team. And if you're not, you can just as easily look at it and go, well, okay, this is where I made a mistake. I should have been with my team. And I think that's another thing that people really don't do enough of in MOBAs. I think just in general would help them is if you look at it and go, hey, I've got to take, guilt for what I've done. Like I can tell when I've screwed up with a team, that's my mistake. And I'll even be like, oh man, sorry. I should have been there for the fight, or, I missed the tribute. That's on me. Something like that,
Be self accountable.
Yeah, acknowledge it.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's so helpful, especially when playing pubs. If you make a mistake and it's like a really big mistake that may have changed the game's outcome or definitely shifted the tide of the battle, own it. Preemptively call yourself out on it. Say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. I feel terrible about it." And then don't linger on it, but get it out of the way so that no one else feels the need to attack you and hold you accountable for it. Hold yourself accountable for it. So they realize that you realized it a mistake. You're aware that was a bad play, and you won't do it again, or at least not on purpose. But some things, it's unavoidable. Like people tend to get tunnel vision, and they're not always aware of what's going on somewhere else in the game, somewhere else in the battleground.
And
Map
if
awareness.
you try to use the oh, my mouse was sticking, we're gonna call you liars because I use that too much. Sorry, I shot you, BFT, and killed you while you were driving down the road in GTA 5. My mouse was sticking. They're
You
like,
guys
yeah,
think-
right, whatever.
Well, hold on. Do you think people still use mice that have like the little balls in them?
Probably
You think so?
old people.
Everybody's got to be using a laser or optical mouse by now. I would think.
Old people, dude.
Damn, dude. They had to be like dusting off something, taking it out of the closet, taking it out of the store. Like, damn. This computer's been running since 1991. Like, might be time for an upgrade. Just saying. At least a mouse. Damn.
Yes, you do, you dick. Thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said about me today.
I mean, we need to go deeper, but we have a full article up. This is just part one. We'll probably continue this next week. But the article's up on geekantics.net. Horses blog. I go pretty deep on there. There's pictures,
My God, we're an hour.
some
50.
funny anecdotes.
We're closing time right now.
I know. That's why I'm wrapping it up. Yeah, check it out over there. Like I said, it's mainly a mindset thing, and don't let frustration take you over, because frustration becomes toxic. You let off a deep sigh, or unnecessary like, oh, what the fuck, we're gonna lose this one. Oh, we lost this game. GG, preemptive GG. And what you do, if you really want to win that game, don't put that shit out there. Because you just put your team in a mode where they're like, well, fuck it. If he's giving me up, I should too. It's just it's a domino effect. But anyway, check us out.
Well, there are a
You
couple
can't
things that I
do
do want to hit up real quick
Okay.
before we leave. Now, in HOTS especially, every game is recorded. Okay. Now, if you think somebody's doing something wrong, you need to make sure that review your strengths and your weaknesses, so that if you call somebody out on it, but you do the same thing, nobody's gonna listen to you. Period. That's just how it is. I mean,
Ooh, like we had Stitches.
and
he
I
kept missing his hooks.
and avoid the words that cause problems. I mean, be self-accountable. If you mess something, like you guys will hear me, like, I'll be pissed off at myself if I get in and I miss my dunk, or I miss my Illidan, dive or whatever. I get mad, like really mad. But don't like say it's somebody else. I mean, you the one that did it. I mean, but you can review your own games. You can review what you need to do and see what you need to work on yourself. If you're getting tired, get frustrated, like you said, just take a little break. You'd be surprised how fast you rejuvenate. I mean, and how fast you refresh yourself, and then you're ready to come back and just whoop some ass. 10, 15, 20 minutes, half hour, just go do something else. Go jerk off. Go, whatever. Go take a big shit. I mean, you might be constipated or something, no?
Take a power nap.
Yeah. No, don't do that, because my power naps are like 6 hours long. Yeah, I can't do that. But if you guys, like he said, if you guys have any thoughts, you guys can check us out. Leave us a voicemail. Again, number is 206-415-4987. For those that are watching, or if you guys are watching the video on YouTube, you guys see it right up there in the middle of the screen. It says VM : 206-415-4987. Leave us a voicemail. We'll respond to this next time we come onto it. Community events and giveaways. We don't have much. We're getting ready to get out of here. Unfortunately, it's about that time. Sorry. I know we talk way too much just because it's Yogi's fault. So we're just going to say that right off the bat.
I will own my weakness.
Yeah,
It's
thanks.
an opportunity.
Talker.
That was the best follow-up to the self-accountability speech. It's all Yogi's fault.
It's all Yogi's fault. Exactly. But guys, Horseplay Live is everywhere you can listen to and download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com. Please take a few minutes to thumb up, favorite, subscribe, share. Even better, we'd love some reviews and comments. It's quick and easy. It really helps us out. And you guys can comment anywhere. You can comment on the YouTube. You can comment on Twitter. You can comment on anywhere. Give us some comments, guys. We'll be happy to read those out, too. You guys like Eye Candy? We have videos up on YouTube at Geeky Antics. And, of course, right here on Twitch, do highlights. Here on Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with the United Broadcasting Network and All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows that we cover every single week. If you guys want any of those shows or any times, go ahead and check out geekyantics.net/scheduling, and it'll give you all the times and dates for our shows. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Basically, the weekends are our biggest podcasting days for now, but we would love to start some stuff during the week, more stuff during the week. So for now, we're going to look at we need podcast hosts, broadcasters, streamers, writers. We need everything. Brainstormers. If you're a good thinker, you think of ideas. Come on, give us some ideas. That's great. We'd love to have it. So, yes, everything. But Yogi, you want to give us your final words, sir?
Yeah, Retro Friday's back. # Retro Friday. I started off with Syndicate. I went to Wings of V, which is like a retro style type game. And I'm going to probably keep pace with the Genesis Sleepers, the Genesis Gems, Sega Love, and some more retro style games. Again, #Play with each other, Mortal Kombat X event on the Worst Radio Show on Twitch.tv. / The Worst Radio Show. Check them out on Sunday, April 19th. My birthday! Feel free to, leave me some, send me some PayPal monies. I won't get mad at you. I'm kidding.
It's my birthday, bitches. Send me money.
The beer fund is real.
Right.
Though people have sent me like freaking stuff on through the Twitch portal for payment for donations, and they're like, "This is strictly for video games and beer, nothing else, bitch." I'm like, damn, and I actually feel guilty. Like, damn, I can't use it for anything else. Like, fuck it, pizza fun and beer. That's what they said. Oh, video Steam games, why not? You twisted my arm. But thanks, but it's definitely helped out.
You guys can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, and then Time Limit Tea Time, Saturdays, noon Eastern. Make sure you check us out. That's 5 p.m. GMT. And Fatal Blades is part of that fun. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, yeah.
Fatal, real quick, your ditch.
Man, if they don't know where to find me by now.
Got it. Fatal Blades, Fatal_Blades. One of those two is going to work. Guys, you can check me out, Obi1X2, Twitter, and yes, I have Instagram now, so go check that out as well, blah, blah, blah. And guys, I'm going to be sending pictures of my dog, my kid. That's, just us. That's my real life Instagram right there is what it is. I'm not going to use it for gaming and stuff. It's me. I'm going to do food too. Especially if something looks nasty as shit. I'm going to put it out. Like, would you eat this? Yeah. Anyway, guys, you guys can check me out. I'm going to be streaming again here shortly. Don't know what's going on. I had some malware that was really jacking shit up. But I think we got it fixed. We're going to be streaming some GTA 5, lots of it. And we're going to be streaming some of our team practice on CSGO. Remember, we do have Pseudogen. We do have a tournament coming up on the 1st. That's a silver tournament. So you guys support would be loved. But if not,